Today, I want to basically show you guys how to build an application. It could be a web application or any type of application. And you basically want to use something like an AI. You don't want to manually build everything from the scratch by yourself alone. You want the assistance of an AI to basically build that. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And then at the same time, help you get involved in the process of building that particular application. And the reason that I said this is because a good number of people, they give prompt to an AI to build a particular application for them, and then they just fold their hands and just wait for AI to build everything, and thereby making them not understanding everything that AI is basically doing. So I want to show you a different kind of prompts and then instruct the AI to basically walk me through the building of the application. I want to build one to create folders, and I want to build one to create files so that I will know where to place certain files within my folder. That's what I want to do in this video. All right, so this is an example of a prompt. I've given it right in here. Of course, you want to stick around because I'm going to give it the major prompt. So I initially start off by saying I want to build a website that connects skilled persons to people who need their skills and then get paid doing that. You can offer me working suggestions on how to monetize it without scaring users away or clients away. I want us to do this naturally. I want you to like basically underline this line naturally, all right, so that I can understand. And then I went further to say, if we need to install anything, give me the instruction. I want to be part of what is happening. So if you understand this, show me the summary and a roadmap that we follow to do this. Remember that the admin will be launching services into the system and stuff will become available after the admin launches, and then the vendors and customers can see them and start using it. All right, so that's just basically what I mean. So if down here say that I will attach a prompt that illustrates all that I need to be built. So the details of the application I want to build is in the prompt, which you are also going. I'm going to show you, all right, as we move along. All right, but if you take a look at this, you see that I'm instructing it to like basically walk me through the process of building the application. This way you know where folders and files are basically located within your application. All right, you don't want to just basically, most of the time people will just maybe even allow AI to create folders for them or things like that, which is basically fine if you already understand everything about that particular stack that you're just basically using. All right, so but I want to show you this angle because a good number of us may not know how to basically code properly, and we want to use the opportunity to also learn how to do all of these things. That's why I'm following this particular direction or this route right in here to be able to build my own application. All right, so what I want to do now is let me show you the prompt I want to use. So if you take a look in here, you're going to see where I have you are a senior full stack engineer right in here and system architect. I want you to design and build an MVP for a location-based real-time local service market web app that connects users to nearby skilled workers, example, vulcanizers, plumbers, and this can be just any kind of a service. But basically, I want to be able to connect skilled people in a local place, all right? Like for instance, if you are living in a particular place and then you need somebody to come and paint your room, you can use this particular app to basically order for a painter. And this app will basically try to show up or bring up people that are really close to you, and then they have good rating based on the jobs that they have delivered so far. All right, so I'm trying to like make sure that the application works in such a way that it has to be someone, the nearest person to your own, to the place where you want the service to be done. That's what I'm basically trying to target right in here. If you got a flat tire in the middle of the road and maybe you are not from that particular place, but then you want someone who is closer to you, since you don't know where vulcanizers are, this app can just basically show you the nearest vulcanizer. Then you can just basically reach out, and when you connect with them through the app, they can get to where you are in a matter of a minute. That's just the objective behind this. All right, so this prompt is basically long, so I may not have the time read everything that is just within there. All right, but I've written the requirement and all of this. And basically, I used ChatGPT to basically generate this prompt that you're basically seeing right in here. All right, so I described what I wanted, and then it gave me this prompt, and I just basically copied it. All right, and I'm bringing it into this particular place. So what I'm gonna do is that we'll basically look for a way. I'll copy this and then move this into that of the Claude AI that you just saw. All right, that's just basically what I'm trying to do right in here. So basically, if you go down, even the pricing system, everything that I need are just basically here. So they need verification right in here, all right? And even the stack I would like to use. Basically, I would like to use something like React right in there. And then for the backend, I would like to use something like PHP Laravel right in here. So you basically need to specify all of these things. And the reason that I'm just using this stack is because I understand them to a certain level. All right. So that's why I'm using this stack. You don't want to go on and then start using this, specifying a stack you know nothing about. It's going to be very, very hard for you to understand the application. So anytime you want to use AI to build any application, you want to instructed to use the stack you at least you understand to a certain level. All right, so that's just what that is. So if you scroll down, you see that everything that I need are just basically here, right? So what I want to do right now is that I would like to copy from this particular place upwards. All right, so I'll copy that into the clipboard. And what I'm going to do right now is if I go back to the browser right in here, I would like to paste this within this particular place. All right, so let's try to paste that in here, and I'm going to just do that, and then you can see that it has been attached right up here. And of course you can choose the latest version of this particular application right in here. So I think I'm already, the latest version is already selected for me right here. Then you can send this particular prompt. So let's hit on send. Okay, so it says that I have read your specs carefully. Before we write a single line of code, let me show you that I understand what you are building and lay out the road when we work together. I want you to actually understand each piece. So when we go slow, and you will be hands on the whole way. All right. And if you take it, just give it a little time. You see, it's going to just basically summarize that. So what we are building in plain English is a marketplace where an admin opens up service category like vulcanizer, plumber, and then workers sign up uh, under those categories and then mark themselves available. And customers request help and then get matched to the best reliable nearby worker, not just the closest one. The system tracks the workers alive, and if they store or bail, it lands the job to the next best person. All right, and then if it went down here, it said the one thing I want to log in all in because it shapes everything. Nothing exists until the admin launches it. So I think it basically understands everything that I'm just basically that I just had in that particular place. So, but this is just the summary right in here. So the one thing, okay, I've already read this right in here. So if you get down here, it says that the admin is the gatekeeper. They create the categories, approve workers, and then the system stays empty and quiet until they do. All right, so customers and then vendors only see what the admin has switched on. You said this explicitly, and it is the right instinct. It gives the marketplace control while it is young. So if you take a look at that, you are going to see that it basically understands everything that I just basically need to have. All right, into that particular application, or everything that I said in that particular prompt. So I think what I'm going to do now is just basically scroll through this because I've already read it. And if you take a look at that, you can pause to read it well if you have not actually finished reading that. Right? So it's talking about the stack that I just mentioned. I mentioned the Laravel and Socket.io, but it's trying to say that that's not just basically a good fit for what I want to do. All right. So that's just what is there. And they even gave me the roadmap down here. If you take a look at that, look at the roadmap. It says F0 setup and choose. And that's just what it is right in there. All right. And then it gets to up to phase 11. And then we can basically polish the application right in there. So before we start, it's just basically giving me a suggestion right in here. Based on that particular stack, should we go with all Node.js? All right, that's just basically talking about JavaScript. So if you're good with JavaScript, you can go with this. Otherwise, you can tell it to use that of the Laravel and the other stuff that it mentioned. Because if you take a look in there, you're going to see where it mentioned about uh, another technology that you basically need to switch right in there. So if you take a look right here, you're going to see Laravel path. So it's going to basically use this and then this particular one, Laravel reverb right in there to be able to do what you want to do. All right. So if you're not ready for that, and then it's also said that this is not really all that good. It's not going to be all that so good for application that kind of have real life updating like that. So it's suggesting you should use this particular stack, which is all about Node.js. All right. So let's say, for instance, I want to use that. I'm going to just say, okay, all Node.js. Let's just do all Node.js right in here. And then down here it says, all right, so that's just basically the first question it's asking me right in there. You can just maybe put number 1 in here, and maybe number 2, we can get down here, and then we can just do number 2. And I'm going to just say, okay, I'm on Windows right now. So I'm going to just do Windows like that. All right. All right. So that's just what it is. So we can go ahead and then hit on enter. And then you're going to see what it's going to basically do for us right in here. So it says perfect choice. All nodes on Windows is basically clean. All right, so and you see that it's basically going to start all of these things right in here. And one thing that I basically would like to do, let me check if I have Node.js, which I believe I have. So if I get into my terminal, so I'm going to do, let's do cmd right in here. And then if you open my command prompt, and if you basically do my Node, and this is going to be dash version. Of course, I do have that. So if I hit enter, you're going to see that I have this version of Node right in here. So I think there is another thing. Talking about my npm, so I can just do, if I go back here and I want to test my npm, so I can just do npm, sorry about that. So it's going to be npm, and this is going to be dash version, and I think I also got that. So this, I got 10 points this right in there. All right, so this may not, if this is not the latest, we're going to just look for a way to like basically upgrade them for the application. And then for the third one, I think I need Git. So if you take a look down here, you're going to see that I need Git right here. So we can just still go back in here, and then if we do Git, and I'm going to do dash dash, and then we do version, and I hit on enter, and it also shows you the version of the Git that you have. So this is just basically, you need to just basically follow the stuff right in here. It says VS setup. I think I already got all of this right in here. All right, I have VS code, and I also have Postgres. So all right, so that's just basically what it is. It also needs me to also check my this particular database right in here. All right, so I think I'm going to basically stop right in here. And if you're interested in me, like basically looking for a way to like install these, because I don't have these. If you want me to like show you how we can just take this further, you can just go to the comment section below and then say show me, and I'm going to basically go ahead and then show you how we can continue before, because the way that it is right here, we have VS Code, we have our Git, and then we also have that of the Node.js, and then our npm right in there. All right, so I think the next thing we just basically need to do is to create a folder and then set stuff up. All right, and then we can move on from there. So if you're interested in getting that, just get down in there in the comment section and just say show me, and I'm going to just basically show you the rest of the thing that I'm going to do. It's possible that I'm going to even show you what I'm going to be doing throughout this series to build this particular application, and I'm basically going to make sure that I build it up. All right, I just basically want to kind of guide you guys on how to basically do stuff like this. So go to the comment section if you want to see the rest, if you want to see the next part on in setting this up so that I can start coding in Node.js. You can just go to the comment section below and just drop show me, and I will do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.